Hey everyone, today we'll be working on the King's Indian attack. Now the King's Indian attack is a little bit different now because we're going to be focusing this time with this. First, knight f3, d5, g3. Now that's a standard opening. Your opponent might try to play this in the Keres variation, or he might decide to continue with the Yugoslav with knight to f6, or he might play knight c6, which is a continuous. Then you play bishop g2. After bishop g2, your opponent will play bishop to g4, attacking the knight, and you'll castle. Then your opponent will bring out the knight to knight f6 and d3, so you can decide to bring in your pawn, hopefully, after playing queen to e1, and also bring your bishop to bishop g5 to take this knight. But first, what you wish to do after your opponent quickly plays g6. Now, what you want to do is you want to attack the bishop with bishop g5. His opponent will defend with the bishops again, and then you all will take back. And now you can bring in the bishop into the center. And I know it seems like a bad move, but after you do this, after some quick exchanges, you will have a slight advantage, even though it says here, oh, you're in a bad position, because your opponent can do this. That's why you don't want to immediately do this, but first, you want to play this. And then your opponent may decide to take, capture, castle. And then if you want, you can decide to attack. And then he's going to go here, attacking both these pawns. You can kick him out. He captures. And then he plays the crazy move. If he plays the crazy move, knight takes f2. That means he's intentionally trying to sabotage you. Or if instead he decides to play knight to e5, that means he's retreating, and that's when you should capture. Goes here, captures. Now your opponent might decide to play this. That would be a mistake and take advantage of, but he won't play that. First, what he'll do is he'll probably either go here or first capture the knight, but he can't do that yet because remember it's being protected by the pawn. So now he'll just instead go here. Then the king should move here. The rook will move there. Captures. And now if you attack, he'll simply push the pawn, bring your king to the center. Attempting to try to support all the pawns. Your opponent, by the way, is up by 2 points, but that's fine, because you'll end up winning in the end. After you play some strategic moves, he puts you in check. He puts you in check again. But this time, instead of taking the bishop, he might try to check you again. Check. And then he pressures. But here, that was a mistake, because you can take his pawn now. However, now you have an even better move. He goes here. Captures. And then he double forks you. But instead, it wouldn't be in his best interest to take. Not right now. Because if he can check you, he can maybe drive you out. So you want to be careful of this and try to drive his knight to the edge. But now, you can activate your bishop. While he starts pushing his pawn, moving down his king, you can decide to capture the pawn. And he may start moving down again. And then what you want to do is you want to capture this, because now you start to move up the knight, and now it's a race for you and your king. And of course, as you can see, the bar is going crazy right now. But if your opponent might decide to do this, might decide to do that, and that's fine, because now you go there. Now he may decide to start pushing this pawn too. Now if he plays this, what you want to do is you want to go here. Because now he'll start pushing the pawn. Queen, capture. pushes. It goes here. And then he might decide to try to support his king. And if he does that, you simply push. And now you will actually make it to the end first. The second he promotes, you want to quickly double fork attack him with a quick check. Check. Steals. And then he puts you in check. And he might put you in check again. But this time, what you do is then you have a free extra pawn after this. And of course, he is now no longer able to gain an oppositional. He's no longer able to gain power and loses in 70 moves. Now that's just the way. That depends on if your opponent plays up to pretty much near parkour theory. Now up to par theory. Now if he doesn't do that, you can always try that with different variations. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.